Live. EC's So Sweet Studios. Credit K. We're live. Check us out, man. Um, Checking out these levels. New laptop, MacBook Pro M1 edition. Caught on the Black Friday sale. Paid for by crypto. We pay for these gadgets and toys with the investments. We pull in from the credit. Trying new software out. If that doesn't go right, just let me know. Not sure how this is going. Up there go James right there. But why is James not on this page? What the fuck?
Let me see if I can. This one's pretty good. So, what's up, you guys? What's up? What's up? What's going on? What's up, you guys? What's up? What's up? What's going on? Good evening. Good evening.
James. How's it going, brother?
James. What's up?
Not much, man. Let me get my microphone right.
What's going on, brother? Can you hear me?
There it is.
Remedy, what's up? Today's been a weird day. What's going on? How you guys doing? Not much. Give me a thumbs up if you could hear me. Can you hear me? Today's been a good day, but it turned out to be very weird. A lot of weird stuff been happening today, so I'm still dealing with some of the backlash from today. Robinhood is playing a lot of games.
As always. As always.
Robinhood is playing a lot of games, man. I'm telling you, man, today was weird, and I don't know. It's like, oh my gosh, how many platforms do I need to be on for me to make money and trade? I don't know. I transferred some funds over to Robinhood, just about, I think, 26 and 28,000. Just so I could day trade and be in and out of my place, because they said that you needed 25, right? I waited for the 25. It took me about a week and a half. They still did not even give me all of the funds. They held back about 10 to 15,000. Finally, when they actually gave it to me, I started to trade. I was still getting flagged as a pattern day trader. And I'm not sure how it makes sense, because last week I bought and sold a lot of contracts. But for some reason today I couldn't do that. I'm not sure why. So the same thing happened to another member, and we all had that 25 and over. We had 30 and over, and we're still being flagged. We're still getting that warning that if you execute another fourth trade, that your account is going to be locked for 90 days. I'm not sure if it's true, but I didn't go through with it because I don't want to be locked, but it's very annoying. So today could have been a $4,000 to the $5,000 day to me, but instead, I mean, I still made what I made. I made pretty good money, so I'm not worried. 3 months of free Apple. Anyway, is everybody on? There's only 8 people on. Well, Instagram's saying that there's 8 people on, but I think everybody's probably on. So do you want to get started? Kevin, introduce yourself and let people know exactly what you do and how you and I got connected pretty much.
Okay, yeah. My name is Kevin. Go by Credit K on Instagram. I'm a credit strategist. Oh, that was my fault. Okay, my name is Kevin. Born and raised here in Atlanta. Go by Credit K on most social media. I'm a credit strategist. That's what I call myself. I refer to myself as. meaning that I teach people how to get to point A to point B, depending on what their goals are and what they're trying to do regarding credit. How me and James connected is just I always feel like minds always gravitate to each other. And I mean, I saw a couple of his posts coming from my social media marketing page, and I saw a lot of his posts, and I just started following him, and we just kind of connected. I joined his Discord and saw the value and things he was doing. He saw the value and some of the things I was posting, and we just built, and now we're here trying to give you guys the quality content and quality information you need regarding credit, stocks, crypto, everything, leveling up in life.
So, Kevin, one question I have for you is that I do have a lot of people that comes to me about credit. They want to build credit. What do you think is the best way for somebody that's like in a high fives or low six that wants to get to a 7?
Okay, well, usually if you are in the low sixes, high fives, it means you have something negative on your credit. And that's the first thing you need to do is get that negative item off your credit, whether it's a collections from an old Macy's charge card you had when you was in college, whether it's a car repossession, or just a credit card you let go. You ran it up and didn't take care of the bill. So that's number one. And the ways to do that, there's free ways to take care of those issues. If you write the credit reporting agencies, let them know that this count has been late because of issues regarding coronavirus or the pandemic. A lot of times they grant you what is called a late pass, and they pay as late it's called paid late as guaranteed. So they pretty much mark your late payment off in that regard. So that's one way you can kind of boost your credit up, just by sending a letter or even calling some of these creditors or the collections agency and saying, hey, you fell on a hard time due to the pandemic, and certain laws are in place and that are still in place even to this day that allow you to get that negative item marked off your credit report. So that's the number one. Now, also, if you're at that level, that means you probably don't have any credit as well. Because usually, bad credit and good credit offset each other. So if you have a strong credit card or a car note that you've been paying on for 4 or 5 years, then usually offsets, bad credit that's over 6 months old. So another thing you need to do is actually build onto your credit if you're that low. One thing, a free game or free gem I want to give to everybody: if you have an Apple device, an iPhone or iPad, download an app called Grain. It is called a no credit check credit line that reports to all the credit bureaus. So you download that app called Grain. I'm going to actually type it here in the comments. Yeah. This is a gem. I also do business credit. I see a comment coming in about business credit. But the thing about business credit, if you don't have your personal credit in tip-top shape, business credit won't help you. A lot of people think business credit is a substitute for personal credit, but it's not. In order to take full advantage of business credit, you want to have tip-top shape in the personal credit, meaning 680 or better. That's what they call good credit. And then once you get into 730 or higher, that's excellent credit. So you want them in between those ranges, 680 and 630, to start really taking advantage of business credit cards and starting leveraging into other things like Turo, which we're going to get into this evening.
Okay, so my next question for you, Kevin, is that if somebody actually have that 650 and above, like they have like a 690, a 680 or a 650, where they don't have any negative items affecting them, but their score is very low. So what would you recommend?
So that's the pocket where a lot of clients come to me. A lot of people are now, especially once you get above 30 age, you kind of knocked off all the bad stuff, but you can't really get to that 700. And that's because of utilization. That means you're using your credit cards, or that loan payment or that house payment or that car loan is above 30%. And you need to get it below 30%. You can get it down to 29%. So say, for instance, you have a $10,000 credit card. If you're over $3,000 on that limit, your credit score is actually going to drop. No matter how many times you pay, if you pay twice a month and you're on time regularly, your credit score is still going to drop significantly because you're over that 30% utilization. So you need to get it down to pay $100 and get it down to $2,900, and you watch your credit score start to go back up. It's that easy. So once you're in that pocket, that 650 to 675 pocket, that means your utilization is real high. And also probably you need a better mix of credit. So you might just only have 2 credit cards. That means you need to go to get a car loan or a personal loan. Or you might only have a car loan. That means you need to go get a credit card or a line of credit like that grain line of credit I just showed you guys. So, man, but especially if you're at that score, you can get some credit cards, a good credit card, starter credit cards to get at that score would be Discover It. The Discover It card is great for starter people who don't have a credit score established or any other credit cards. Those credit, they give you high limits, man.
Yeah, I know. One of my guys, we're going to get to that question in a minute.
Okay.
One of my guys, actually, I helped them secure, I think, about 9 or 10 grand.
Okay.
I sent him over to Discover. He got approved for 8,000. And I think Chase Platinum, yeah, Discover gave him 8 grand. Typically, they start people off with 5,000, but
yeah,
he got approved for 8,000 or 8,500. Kwame, are you on here? Can you let everybody know, please, the exact amount? And Chase Freedom, which typically start around like 8 to 10,000.
Yeah, I think that.
That's what I got
8 from them.
I got 12, and one of them is 15. So I sent him there, and they gave him only, I think, 1,500. And then Discover gave him like 8,500 or 8,000. I was shocked, but now it's in good shape. So one question is, I paid off a 6-year car loan. Why did my score drop 92 points after payoff?
The beautiful question. I love when you get that question. It's because that was probably your oldest account. Age accounts for at least 20% of the makeup of your credit score. So age of account is very important. That's one of the reasons why I haven't fully paid off my student loans yet. I still keep a small balance on my student loan from 2008, just because that's an extra old account and it helps my credit score. So once you paid off that 6-year credit loan, and that was your oldest, probably your oldest. I haven't seen your credit score, but I assume that's probably one of your oldest lines of credit or credit lines. So that's why it dropped. Now, 92 points is a steep drop. So that probably means you don't have anything else other on your credit report as well. So you want to, go out and add some credit, man.
I'm assuming that something else may have affected that, not just the car payment. So I understand his question. Like, if I paid off a loan 6 years on time payment, that should have been helping me.
Yeah, it was. It was.
92 points. 92. A lot of points.
That's a lot of points.
That's a lot. You got to do like that. That's just way too dramatic. So I could see why he's so confused.
Yeah. But like I say, I think he either
he.
Yeah.
He should have got 92 points, not dropped 92.
No, he definitely would have dropped. Now, usually that drop only lasts. Usually only lasts about a month or two. Usually it kind of goes up, but that 92 drop lets me know he doesn't have anything else on his credit. He doesn't have a good mix of credit. So you just need to add some more credit card. Either get a personal loan, get a quick loan from like U.S. Bank or somewhere, and you'll jump right back up there. Yeah.
So, Kevin, I'll tell you what I've done to actually boost me up a bit without working with anybody. So what I did was that, number one, I went out and I applied for like a personal loan when banks used to do personal loans. They're not doing too much of that. A lot of them stepping away from that, but some banks are still doing it. But anyway, I would go out and get like $1,000 personal loan, $1,500, something small. A lot of times it's not because I need the money, and this is why I tell people, try to get credit cards that are like 10,000 plus. If you could get at like a $7,000, $8,000, awesome. But once you have 10,000 plus, it's considered collateral, and it makes your credit profile look good. So I was trying to get that advice to a lot of friends. They're like, well, I don't want a lot of credit card debt. I don't want credit card bills. I don't want to be in debt. I don't want this. I'm like, no, you need to apply for it so your profile could look strong, so you could create strength in your profile. A lot of them did not get that. All my credit cards, most of them at 10,000, 15, 20,000. That helps maintain my score, and it helps also my utilization. That way, if I trust something for $5,000, I'm not at that 30%. You understand?
Yeah.
I'm not at that whatever. I'm not 30, 40%. So I could go out and charge $2, $3 grand, whatever, right? Because my limit is like, you understand what I'm saying? 15,
Well, that's why I like to transition into business credit cards, because if you had a business credit card, you want to have to worry about that utilization and on that factor, but on the same time, it doesn't help your personal credit score. So it's kind of a trade-off. But something I want to get into about how business credit cards are a key way to high utilization, and you still have the advantage of using those credit cards. But I did see a question about someone mentioned about why it's so hard to get over a 700 credit score. And I wanted to tune into that. Hot Vegetarian. Basically, why it's so hard to get over a 700 credit score is because age of credit is so important. The mix of the amounts are important, as well as the time you paying on those accounts. So if you have a 680 and you're trying to get above 700, like I said, utilization is key. Make sure your utilization is down. You need to get it even below, the 30%, down to 20s and even the 10s on most of your accounts. The amount of accounts also plays an account. If you only have 3 accounts, one credit card, 1 car loan, maybe a mortgage, or 2 credit cards, 1 car loan, you need almost like 6 or 7. That's what's got me to my 750 or higher, having 7, 8, 9 accounts. I don't know why people are so afraid of credit card. I understand why, because if you don't have that discipline and you don't trust yourself with a $20,000 credit card sitting in your pocket, then it might be best not to apply for it. But older we get, we got to get disciplined. We got to understand that spending money on stuff you don't need, buying people stuff for Christmas that especially like I had kids, they only play with the stuff for one day. Like we got to get out of that and start, making money off these credit cards and letting them stack up and letting the credit stack up. Yeah.
I'm actually one of those people who actually do not. This is gonna sound bad, but
Oh no.
I do not focus around buying daughter gifts for holiday just because it's a holiday.
Yeah.
I just don't do that.
Yeah.
I don't know. My mindset just works differently. There's things that I do for her that's like much bigger, just more important. But I guess it's like the essence of buying a gift, having a gift during the holidays, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't go out and spend money just because it's a holiday. Just go out shopping. No, I take care of the important things, and that's pretty much it. And the problem is that my ex-wife would say, she's a chap. She doesn't understand that, right? But like they make me feel bad, right?
Them have some connectivity issues.
But then when I do buy the gift, what ends up happening is that
that's me or that's James. I thought it was my phone. It might be James. Same thing. We froze up. But I agree with what James is saying, that we need to. There we go. You there, James? I think I might need to drop off and add me back. That might can work.
Are we back on?
didn't have no choice but to go up. Big rocks. So tell you twice.